welcome. It is the Mayo and J Rope morning show. I got J Rope on there. It's supposed to just be fucking rope. What the fuck is wrong with me? Good morning, Mayo.
What's going on? Hey, you giving me your government / hood name. You can't be
Man, for real.
only a few people know. They might know you as Rope, but and only a few people can call you a Rope unless they know you.
There you
That's for
go.
sure.
So there you go with a quick edit. Bam.
Yeah. If you didn't know, you won't know. There you
Mm,
go now.
for real. How you doing, man?
Hey man, I'm good. Hey, I'm happy that we got a little bit of spring. It looks like we might, like I'm looking at your setting back there. It looks very, very just relaxing. The past couple of days been rainy. But nah, man, it's been a good week. Like I said, I can't complain. I mean, I don't think I come into the any week being like, oh crap, it was a bad week because I'm alive and I got my house and I got a job and my
Mhm.
family and kids and everybody safe. So I'm probably gonna say I'm blessed every week, every time.
Amen to that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But your regular work week, getting kids back at school, everybody back off of spring break, all that good stuff.
True that.
What's up with you? What you do this week? Anything good?
Man, shit. Fished. I was able to fish, bro.
I knew you did that. That's like a regular. I see the pose back there. You set up like one of the professional dudes that be teaching people how to fish. So
Man, I was able to do that. Uh, spend some time with the kids. They wanted to fish, so now I got to go get everybody a fishing pole.
oh
And
yeah, I'm coming out there. I've been telling you that.
yeah, man, one day the weather's getting better, so
Yeah,
on your
amen to
timing,
that.
we'll be able to do this while we fishing.
Yeah, yeah. Amen to the weather. Golly, boy, just give us 2 days where we can get
For
outside
real.
and do something. You might want to just smell the outside, or pull some stuff out your garage, or take a whole bunch of stuff to the Goodwill.
Man, people, hey, Goodwill. Man, I've been, I like hitting some yard sales, man, and prices of yard sales is they trying to charge you almost like the
Yeah,
stores, dude.
yeah. I saw that.
Like,
Like, bro,
oh my God.
I might as well get on Amazon and get a brand new one for $10 extra.
So you actually want $300 for your dining room table that you didn't have for 14 years?
That you got in the driveway
Come on. What
under
about a
this
buck and a
cardboard right here.
half? How about $100? Why don't you make some money, get rid
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
and
You ain't lying.
let's move on. But that's been the crazy thing, man. It's like people is trying to charge you for their junk. You know what I'm saying? And not make a dollar off of it, but trying to make hell a
Nah, everything
mental
is
profit.
inflated. Everything is inflated, man. Like I say, everything is inflated, and like I mean, it's like I don't know why. Like that's why I don't understand that because like even when we did our yard sales, I said, babe, I'm not charging no more than everything out here is no more than damn near $30. I want to get rid of the stuff. I'm not.
If you wanted to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm like, I said, girl, I'm trying to buy some beer money and maybe we go, get a little something to eat. I'm like, I ain't trying to change the world. Like, cause I done had, cause like, I'm gonna tell you, man, when I stayed in Texas, Rope, we did it like, because it was like, because people throw away so much stuff all the time, like the way it was.
Yeah.
Dude, me and my buddy, rest his soul, Boudreaux, bro, we used to do that every week and make a couple hundred, I mean, $200-300 every time we did it, like every other weekend, because people throw away washing dryers, grills, and we do just like you, like I was just telling you. I ain't charging no more like a wash machine. If I know it work, okay, give me that hot 75, hot 50. But if I don't know, give me $25. I just want some. I want more than 10. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I want to get rid of the stuff. So yeah, I was a yeah. And to your point, when it was lucrative and fun, and I still like to do it when just if I just got some cash on me, I still like to stop at yard sales, especially for like pictures and
Man, you
maybe
can find some good
posters.
stuff at them,
Yeah,
man.
but because everybody sees everything through the lens of Etsy and eBay and think people do like you say. So you might have like a old, I don't know, like a old Michelob, Michelob sign or something like that. Well, yeah, 20, a couple years ago, yeah, give me $20 for that, man. Yeah, I paid 50, but just give me 20. Now
Exactly.
now what people do is they look on eBay and then they look on TikTok and look at all these other places where they're selling that item, and then they try to base their price off of that. And I'm like, nah, man, hold on, we at a garage sale, you know. And to your point, our buddy DT. I know you ain't talked to him in a while. I'm trying to get DT to do a online auction because DT is a collector. Like he does a lot of collect tons of stuff. Like man, that's all they do. You do it online. I just think that should be more the route if you want to do. If even I think that's kind of what garage sales are more doing, like the online auctions and stuff like that, where they can just leave their stuff in there in like at a warehouse.
Well, you not talking crazy because I picked up an item for a lady who was in Gary, and then she got it sent it. She sent it down here to they got an outlet, and it's the oh shit, Goodwill outlet, bro. So
Mm-hmm,
I guess you
mm-hmm.
can look online. And she bought a bunch of glass that
Yeah,
was worth some money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like something that we're not getting into, but she was having an online auction with that stuff, and she was gonna make a pretty good penny because a lot of people don't even know what they got, and it's being passed down from generation to generation. So
yeah.
he would be good in getting that, doing that online auction.
Well, not and just to finish it out, but not only like the like just saying like just stuff that people pass down, but I'm talking about rope. Like that's what I found out. So I've like when I do the voice, I got my audio blankets and stuff like that, and that's when I found out these are the audio pads. But anyway, like I went to this place that they literally are just like an online auction place, and people take say I'm gonna give you an example. Say you got 25 of those fishing rods back there. You just didn't have them 10 years. You don't even
Mm-hmm.
care. You just like, hey, I got the 25 fishing rods. Just make sure you give me $2 for each one. And you just put it on this online auction. And somebody up there that just want that might be, I got a fishing class I'm about to give in a month. And they just buy them. And so it's not so much like you're saying like the more of the relative that is worth some money or something like that. People are trying to get rid of stuff and just get a dollar off of it, not even two. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I was kind of saying like sometimes the garage sale market, because people tripping like that now, I've seen where they have these online auctions. Because bro, I went up there, these people got forks, knives. I mean, I'm talking about just like regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? They just throw it on that auction. It's a couple down here. Yeah, it's a couple down here. Tripped me out because when I went in the warehouse, the lady was like, "Nah, this is all stuff that people bring up here that's in their garage that they just want to get rid of." I was like, "That's a good idea. I want to
Yeah,
bring you my whole garage."
everybody's having yard sales right now,
Oh,
man.
everybody. Heck
I
yeah.
got a I got a queen size bed that's in my garage. It's pretty decent, and I'm like, damn, I need to just pull that sucker out because I don't want to just drop it in the trash.
Let me
So
ask you: Are you does your complex do like a community garage sale at a certain point?
the housing development,
Yeah, like do they do one? Mine
sometimes,
does.
sometimes,
Yeah, they do one. They do one. Like it's probably coming up in like June. I think they do one like twice a year. They like what I'm saying.
yeah.
And
But
they'll have,
now you got a lot of people just doing their own shit. You got people like you said
well,
just
people. I
buying
mean,
it.
I mean, no, people still do. Yeah, like I ain't gonna keep it real. I don't care. You can garage. I didn't watch people garage sale like on like Sunday, Monday, like any time of the day.
Yeah,
So I'm just
I
saying
had
that.
I had one day, but she just turned it into her regular hustle. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Shit.
Yeah, and people pass by and buy that
And
stuff.
buy,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't even
yeah.
think she was working. I think she would just open up her garage and sell plates and pots and whatever she can get
Bro,
for cheap.
bro, that's what I was telling DT. I'm talking about literally what you said, like pots, pans, like Tupperware, like all this little stuff.
Household items, bro.
Yeah,
Hou-
like straight
Household
go.
items.
Man, I was just tripping out. And I'm like, man, DT, you need. But anyway, that's another stuff. But yeah, man, I'm
Tell them to
glad you had.
give it to us and we'll sell it.
Oh no, I actually to tell you the truth, man, you got to talk to DT, bro. You ain't talked to your boy.
You
He
ain't, hey, all you got to do is tell her to get on the show.
no,
It's
I'm
time
actually
for us. It's time for us to have guests.
I'm actually gonna tell him and jump on there. I'm actually tell him because because I used to, but we'll go into that. That's all another thing. Anyway,
Well,
yeah,
let's go ahead. Let's get to it.
we're going to that's the whole college. But anyway, y'all. So we're gonna start off with the OJ Simpson life and death. So I want to start off by asking you because I was asking my buddies this a couple days ago. Do you remember? And I got two questions, a two-part question. Do you remember where you were when the verdict happened? Like where you were? Do you kind of got an idea? Do you trying to remember? And Do you remember what you were doing when you saw that dang on white Bronco? Two-part question.
Shit. What year?
I want to say that was 95, something like that. 95, when that it was I'll tell you like this, bro, just to give you some type of preference. It was the years that Jordan retired. Those years.
Shit. If
So
it
let's
was
say like
in 95,
95, like that 95, 94, right around there. And only reason I asked that is because you can kind of get a glimpse of what was going on. It kind of made me think, damn, I remember like it was like protest, and I remember people like was be careful when you coming home. It was all type of stuff when that verdict came out, man. If you remember.
I
And I
I
and I
do.
didn't.
I remember the highway. This that white Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember. I remember the highway chase, man, and how everybody was just
Okay,
on
okay.
the news and just watching as it drove down the highway. You know what I mean? Because it was a big deal. You know what I mean? And what we talking about is because of his wife. He was accused of killing his wife and her lover, Nicole Simpson. So I don't remember where I was at exactly. I just remember watching the fucking TV.
Oh no, I'm not Rope. Just to mess with you now. That's many blunts and beers
Moons
ago.
ago.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not.
Many moons ago.
I had to sit because I'm not saying, but I know it was an imprint on my brain. For me, I remember because you know how much I like sports. It broke into the what was that? The NBA championships. Because
Hmm.
I was like, I don't care about OJ Simpson right now. The Knicks and the Houston playing the NBA championship. OJ Simpson, whatever. And then it kept going on. So then you had like, okay, bro. And then my dad, because I asked my dad about this, he was like, man, y'all was mad. Y'all wasn't caring about no OJ Simpson. He's like, he can go kill himself, whatever. We trying to watch the game. And as a kid, you thinking one way, and as a parent, they like, dang, this dude really tripping. I mean, I just for a second I had to think back, like, yeah, you were right, because like I was more on the thought process right there, because in my mind I'm like, he OJ Simpson, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't, I know he been in movies and Naked Gun and all that, but bro, run me this game. And then when they
You know
like,
that was 3 months after he did that Naked Gun.
yes,
Supposedly,
yeah,
supposedly 3 months.
yeah, and then to see like just how all and I guess how I look at it is, and you give me your take on it, because I like to hear this too. Like, I'm on the end. I tell people, I said, yeah, man, what people are mad at is the same thing what people been mad at for years. He did something wrong. He was rich, had nice lawyers, had the best lawyer, and they got him off. How many other rich people do stuff like that? That's why they were mad. What else? It ain't, and like everybody want to make it, call it. We could call it racial and say what it is, but what it was it was the same thing they've been doing for years. This dude did something wrong, got the best lawyers on the earth that you can't touch, and they actually went and won the case. And that's why people mad.
Who we get? This man right here, huh? Johnny Cox.
Johnny effing Cochran. Because, bro, let me ask you something. How many public defenders you ever heard winning case? Let's go. I'll listen to the percentage.
Man, to
Ain't no
me,
public defender win it. Yeah.
no, no.
What do you think? What do you think he did it? I mean, I want to know. Like, it don't make no difference at this point. And I mean, and who? And I'm sorry if one of the
At that time,
kid parents.
I didn't think he did it, and I still don't. You know what I mean? I think he had too much. I think he was a violent person, but I think he paid somebody to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd heard people say they know he did it. They know what happened, all that stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, he know. I think he, but I mean,
He knows, but I don't think he did it himself.
but Ro, my point still is, why do you think people were mad? That's why
He
they were
was
mad,
black.
Ro.
He's
They
black.
no,
He was a white
yeah,
woman.
yeah. Yeah, he was black and he was a white woman, but I mean, but the breakdown really was, the truth of it is that somebody rich had some bread. And I'll give you another example. How come like Weinstein and R. Kelly, we talked about this last show. How come they got a chance to get along so long? because they had money. So you got lawyers to kind of, you can go 20 years about doing something crazy before finally something finally track you down. So my
Well,
whole
that's the
point,
truth because we didn't even hear about the violent acts and the phone calls that she was making towards the
yeah,
police and shit like that. But I'm also saying if you're in a domestic situation, man, please get yourself out of it. You know what I
yes,
mean? Don't let
please.
finances or kids keep you in a domestic
Mm-mm.
violence situation. You know what I mean? And like I said, she had moved on. He had knew it. He had shit chicks on the side. So I don't really think that it was more him doing it. You know what I'm saying? I really think he paid somebody to do it. Uh, we would never really know, man. That's the crazy part. You
Yeah,
know
you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying?
And now that when you kind of older and think back at it, it's like I don't care who did it. You know what I'm saying?
They
Because
like at that point in time in your life, man, once they bring in the hospice bed and you know you finna go out with, you had said, yeah, and I killed that bitch. Fuck it. If you had said that, you know what I'm saying?
hey,
Like
you might need
knowing
to
you
get
finna go clear your conscience, and to all of y'all who wanted to know,
yes.
I took that bitch out.
Yeah,
You
I
think
did it.
that's the NDA that his kids had to sign? You know they had to sign the NDA and shit and all of
Re-
that.
I didn't know. But it's like, but see, when I saw his death rope, because I'm a documentary dude, I went and back and watched that documentary, and it's just amazing. Like that just trips me out. Like, man, that dude was on top of the world.
He was.
I mean, on top. I mean, as much as on top of the world. And then it was crazy because then you go see all the stuff he did good. Like he was, good in broadcast. I'm about. I mean, he wasn't like the greatest actor, but like he could go make money off doing that. So
Yeah, we
it's a
thought
trip.
he was OJ the Juice, man.
Yeah, it was a trip. And then you think about like in his death or like his latter years, or like you wouldn't have. And I mean, I guess like we think about it like that because we're old enough to see the up and the down of him. But like when I was, when I just because when you talk to your kids or something like that, they don't even know who he is. Or they're like, "Oh, you talking about that dude who was trying to, like they think about like the court, him trying to steal like the
I,
Heisman or something
I
like that."
think I think when you get to a certain level, man, of success in your life, it's hard for you to find out who's real and who's fake. You know what I mean? Even with your wife. You see, my thing is like he probably could have been a controlling motherfucker. You know, we don't know the insides of a home. You know what I mean? Everything could have been a persona to the out. But shit, my thing is if you don't want that person then you causing them traumatic fucking stress, then leave. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking leave, man.
Yeah, I guess my thing is that when you say it like that, they lived in a different world.
That's what
It,
I'm
you,
saying. It's that money. It's
yeah,
that
they lived
money
in
that
like
ties
yeah.
you to shit to where, even if she did try to move on, he still was trying to be controlling what she did because she was with another man. Shit. So, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
for all his accolades and shit that he done, man, he was good. I hate that, that situation. And a lot of people wish death on him and shit. You know, that
yeah,
shit's
that's
crazy.
but see, bro, that was more my question. Like that, like they pushed it to the racial lines, and remember they went through all that stuff. But then when I got to really breaking it down at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, everybody white, black, we can say all that. I said, y'all was mad at that dude because he was rich and he had enough money to defend himself, and they didn't like that. They want to roll him in there like everybody else. You got the best lawyer you can afford, whatever your family could get. Yeah, we got a better one than that, and we want to roll you up, and they couldn't do it. And I think that's what people hated the most, is that they want that to be cut and dry. And it's like, no, they're like, that's the truth about it. Like, see, that's my take on it, is that I think that part right there, and they want to, and it was definitely racial and all that, but no, it was the rich being rich, showing how rich I am.
Yeah.
That's really what it was, because I mean, white or black or anything you want to say, money changed that situation. That's it. Just like you just said, money. That's the only reason he's able to. Because, like, bro, when I went back and looked, that case went on for 52 weeks. He had what, 7 lawyers, bro? How much you think that cost?
He's in a million.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, that's some bread. So I'm just kind of like, call it what you want. But he had enough money. And then I guess, like I said again, you really kind of think about it like, well, dang. it was worth it. He do got his life, but he didn't really have a life after that.
Yeah, he passed away on April 10th,
Yeah, like
2024.
yeah, yeah. Well, rest in peace, OJ.
Rest
Like
in
I
peace,
say,
Julius.
I'm not a judgment of nobody, man. I tend to make sure I like to look back at you for all the other stuff you did, because the negative stuff that just that ain't me. I'm not, I don't want to do that to
There
nobody.
you go. Yeah, he was 76 years old, He lived his life. Hey, rest in peace, man.
Yeah. So how did you let's switch the topics, because I mean you sent me something about abortion. How did that get in your scope?
Well, man, it's always been in my scope, abortion, because they talk about it. And then the people who's making the laws is older white men who's having babies on the side. They probably got some public private doctor that can sit there and take their little side piece and get an abortion. But I don't feel like any men should have any right to sit here and say what a woman can or cannot do with their body. You know what I mean? Everybody breaks it down to where I guess they trying to read the ratio of ethnicity in kids now. And I think a lot of white women is getting abortion and they want to stop that. You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's all government setup shit, dude. To where,
Oh, okay. I didn't even think that way. Wow, you came from a whole. I
yeah,
wasn't even thinking like that.
I got more people saying that you got to actually look into it and see who is having them the most, who don't want to have kids. These new kids don't want to have kids and be tied down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me. This abortion rights, man. It goes to the rights of a woman. You can't sit here and say that this woman got raped and got to carry this kid, or they might not even have the financial means. You know what I'm saying? The condom could have broke. It could be all types of stuff. But don't tell nobody what they can and cannot do. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
keep
I
saying that
agree
the
with you. I
kid
agree.
is so is a baby. Man, look, that's a person's choice, and you got to sit here and deal with that once you go to heaven. That ain't nobody else's choice. So while you out there holding signs and stuff like that, go worry about your own kids or have your own kids and raise your own kids. Most of them people out there holding signs, you really spending too much time doing that besides sitting there raising the kid. Why is you out there holding a sign? You ain't go teach somebody. Go do something special for
Damn. There
somebody.
you go.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. You got 50 people, women out here holding signs, but go deal with someone who got special needs or a kid that needs that tender love and care. You putting more effort into saying have babies, but you are not raising any. I lost you, Mayo. Well, this is just Rope morning show. I'm talking about abortion to myself. Mayo screen has froze up, and everything is gonna be okay until he come back. Do what you got to do. Like, yeah, I can crush his head on the other side, smack him. Bam, wake up, man. Smack him across his face. And yeah, so I don't know what else I'm going to do, but have a drink, a coffee until Mayo get back. I ain't gonna talk about no more abortion. If you want to have an abortion, I feel like it should be on that person. That's it. I'm gonna go fishing until Mayo get back.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, you back?
Yeah, I guess my power cord. I got this. I don't know what the hell happened. I got to look at this laptop.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, technology is a mofo. So I know right before you were talking about abortion and you were talking about the fact that you think that women, they should be able to make their own choice, and the people who are out there actually protesting, they need to go mind their business, and then we can take it from there. I think that's about the gist of where you were when I got
And I
cut off.
still was talking about it even after you left. But like I just said, man, I think it's just a woman's right. You know,
I agree. I do agree.
that's all I got to say about that. I don't feel like no courts. They changing over Roe v. Wade. You know that. Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous of the laws that they changing and what they looking into so deeply. But the economy is headed in a fucking way of shit. You know, and you worried about TikTok and women's rights when these is old men sitting here trying to say what a woman should do with their body. And then you got women protesting that has nothing to do with that woman who is making this decision. And like I said, if you want to sit here and protest, why don't you go spend some time with a kid who needs that nurturing care? Because there's a lot of facilities and developmental needs out here. But you
Hmm.
out here hour on a protest picket line. So I don't get it.
Well,
I
I
don't
do.
get it.
I definitely agree with you from the standpoint. I think when it comes to abortion, I mean, from a man standpoint, I don't think we got any rights to be kind of, you know, I guess saying what a woman, should or should not do with her body. Especially coming to having a baby. You can have a discussion on your thoughts on it, but ultimately she the one gotta have a baby. And
You gotta
I
have it.
and I can't have no baby, and I don't have enough pain tolerance to have a baby. Let's get that out there on my behalf of
Yeah.
me. So I'm not actively trying to play that role. So I like that. I guess that's my whole thing. I don't understand the argument, because my thing is, and I know the argument. You get the arguments where with rape and some of those things where stuff happen. And again, it kind of goes to what you say. That's still a a a question that the woman has to ask herself. It's not something that I don't think. I mean, even like you saying with the courts, because I'm even kind of thinking about that now. Like, how can a court make a decision on if a woman wants to keep a baby or not? Other other than maybe the lady is, she's sick and can't make decisions for herself or something like that. But other than
True.
that, I don't. I think other than those extreme cases where it might be rape or something, and she's hurt and she can't make a decision, I don't think that. So I don't. I'm kind of like you. I didn't really think about it from the standpoint of the population and who's losing population right now per se.
Mm-hmm.
but but I think they do try to turn it into this kind of racial women's thing when it really doesn't have anything to do with it. Guys and girls, it's been going on for years. It's either you're gonna keep the baby or you're not. It ain't really a decision if a guy, a girl, because I mean, because there's been plenty of dudes right now that they wanted their baby to be aborted, and now they love their kid because that woman didn't give a damn about what they said. And there's plenty of kids out there, and I know some of y'all don't know, but y'all are a kid that was almost aborted,
Man,
and some type of way your mama
they
like, I
found
don't
in love.
believe in that, or
Yeah,
whatever the
yeah.
case may be. And so that happens. So I mean, but I just think I don't like that they trying to take the option away,
I
because
think, I think I understand. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish it up. Finish
no,
up.
I'm just saying I don't like that they're trying to take the option away, because though I'm not really for abortion from the standpoint of killing the kid, but I mean, and I don't mean to say it like that, but I think you should have the option because of the world we live in right now.
So that's what I'm saying. So you saying killing the kids. So now there you go to where
Well, I just
some
don't
of
like
these
using that
women
word.
feel.
I don't
Yeah.
like using that
So
word. That's all.
what is the term?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a good. Mm-hmm.
what is the life expectancy term that you feel like abortion should not be?
Yeah.
Like 8 weeks, 16 weeks. You see what I'm saying? So when you term it out, then I can sit here and agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But if it becomes a rough abortion where you sitting here waiting 3 months after you try to make this decision, and now that's okay. Because like they do have the morning after pill for people who make mistakes. But sometimes it prolongs, you know what I mean? It becomes a crazy situation.
Well, no, Rob, when you bring that up, and I ain't mean to cut you off, I think there should be a cutoff date. Like I don't think, I think once you get past the first trimester,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
what
baby.
there you go. So send it towards trimesters and stuff like that. But all that becomes that woman's decision. But like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah.
it should be a trimester date set to where you say, okay, well, past this certain point, sweetheart,
You having
then
it.
you're having a baby.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, you may didn't want to. You shouldn't have laid
You,
down. I'm whatever
there
happened out.
you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
And now you knew your body was changing and you knew what's going on. So prepare, you
But
know.
see, that goes the argument, and I don't mean, and this is part of what they're saying. That's part of, I think, where the abortion part comes in, because what people are saying is that we are putting babies in the world that people don't want to take care of,
There you go. So then you
and
have abusive parents and
yeah, so
non
I
fucking
think that's
responsive
where
parents.
you
And
get the
shit.
conflict.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I wouldn't want nobody to have a child who don't really want to raise a fucking child. So it gives them, you know what I mean? Come on.
That's but it still goes to your option thing. Like, I mean, it's still part option. Like, okay, well, you know, in this country, after this trimester date, you have to keep this child. But I think at the same time, you know, it should be the choice of that woman to whatever, you know, her decision is with it. And that's the truth about it. I've never, like, I like that part. I've never understand, like, I'm not having no baby. I don't even
Yeah,
know what the like how was that even a dude decision? Like, I could see a whole bunch of women that arguing about that because that's what they got to do. But
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? But I
Uh,
don't even understand how, like, you don't even have anything. I mean, other than doing your job at that part. After that, it is out of your hands. After that,
and so that comes to a vote to where it should be an all women's vote
yeah,
and no men.
yes, and I'm serious. Like, if
For real.
y'all woman
Like
want to argue,
every
and
women
look,
in the
bro,
country,
hey,
y'all
hey, hey,
vote.
let's clarify something. All the women,
All
not all
not
women. You were
that's it.
born with a coochie.
There
Sorry if
you
I
go.
offended y'all. You were born with a coochie,
That's
not
it. Not
medically,
training and nothing like that.
nothing. You were born with one.
There you go. And you make the
Yeah,
decisions.
you
And
can go in that room.
there you go. And that's the best way to prove it. Out of
Yeah,
every woman in the country, 20% says no and 80% says yes. So there goes what the fucker says. So now abortion rights are for the women of choice.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. That should be a whole group meeting
That's
right there
how
with
I
the
would
women.
like for it. That's how I would like for the decision to be made.
And I know it's a whole bunch of dudes. Don't let women now, dog. I ain't in
Ain't got
that.
nothing to
You
do
ain't
with you.
you ain't
Ain't got
having no
nothing to do
babies.
with you.
You ain't having no babies. You
You
don't
know
even
what
like
you
taking
can
a
do?
shot.
Listen here, buddy. You can go get you a vasectomy, so you ain't got to worry about the shit.
Yeah, yeah,
You got options.
yeah, yeah. Like it's kind of
But I
like how
put it
you
like
just
this, man.
said.
You got men nowadays, man. Like I've seen this shit. I've seen this shit in the last 20 years, which was fucking crazy. It used to be where you thought women would try to motherfuck, used to call it the trap. You see what I mean? In the last 20 years, it been men trying to trap women with fucking kids.
Yeah,
And women
yeah,
really don't realize that shit. I was in a relationship with this chick, man, and we used to go to the bar all the time. And this motherfucker used to always look at her and you know what I'm saying? It's like he couldn't wait for us to break up.
yeah.
As soon as we break up, her foolish ass falls for the okie doke. He
Hmm.
done knocked her ass up. Had two other baby motherfucking mamas. Where's your brain at, chick? You think you moving on, but you're not effectively thinking that, yeah, men is out here to implant babies in you and
Men
then
being
leave
men.
your ass be.
Yeah, men being men.
Because then they saying I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or I
yeah.
can come over for the rest of my life. Or I have some type of
Connection.
controlling factor
Hmm.
on you now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely the reverse now. It used to be like that with men. I mean, with women, like, trying to control them with the child. But I think two things now, man. Like, I think that a lot of people now, it's kind of like what you said. It's like it's like what you just kind of said. Like, you need to know if you want kids or not, man. Because
You
I think a
do.
lot of people try to use that as a way to either make money or woo somebody a certain way, or
Or trap them in for their fucking life. To say,
yeah,
well, I can be a part of your life. But then that becomes a fucking argument in this fucking array. Unless both of y'all want to have that family, then nobody should be sitting there saying, I'm just gonna motherfucking have I'm just gonna have a kid and me and you not discuss if we both want to pursue making this young person into a successful person. Even if we're not married, even if we're just, co-parenting. Sometimes that shit don't it's not a discussion. And then it's just like silence on one end, and another motherfucker wondering. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then
Well, you gotta think about it. I don't think like I think we all know that when it's
when you
percentage
lay
of people.
down, there's a possibility you're gonna
Yeah.
come up
Well,
with
I
a.
guess my whole point is a percentage of people out there that are actively trying to make babies, and everybody else love practicing, and then sometimes some stuff just happens. You know what I'm saying? So, so I think that the practice, but I mean, cause see, that's the whole thing. And this is something that I told my wife, and we all can say this. And and I really I said, babe,
You a
if it was
fool.
not, if it was nothing I was blessed about, I was blessed that I got somebody pregnant that had some sense. So even if we not together, you have some sense of how you have morals on how you want to raise a kid. You know what I'm saying? Did you get your
Oh,
butt kicked? Do you like red apples, green apples, not some old crazy? And I mean, I'm not going in all that. Like everybody got their normal what they family was, because I won't say it like that. Because I mean, succession is successful as however you did it. But that's the one thing I always say is somebody. I just want somebody with some common sense, bro. That's all. Just some common sense. But I mean, but practicing is fun. I tell my kids, I say, hey man,
hey, common
practicing is
sense ain't common.
yeah, it ain't no more. It ain't no more, boy. Especially, and you know what? And this is I'm gonna say this. For all you people who think y'all got common sense, get on YouTube, get on Instagram and see all these people that you think got common sense, and that's why they got 1 million views for looking crazy. And doing stuff that everybody say what's on the regular, and everybody want to say we want to be in the norm and all that stuff. All I'm simply saying is, I ain't gotta like what you like.
I
Period.
ain't gotta like what you like.
I ain't gotta like what you like. I'm not saying if you want to do that over there, that's cool, but I don't have to like what you like. I
Man,
can accept it from a distance. Like, okay, hey, that's
I
something
get
different
it.
I ain't never seen before.
If
That's
you
it.
like, if you like neck bones and hog maw, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I call it slave food. Hey, shit, my granddaddy lived a long time off of it, but I don't like it.
All right, so let me get to a couple of these here questions
Hit
right
her,
quick, man.
them
So
hit a quitter, hit a
yeah,
quitter
I got a
question.
couple in the lieu of it was we got the Masters, going on. We
Hold on,
got
let me get a cigar.
okay.
I'm listening. I can
Oh,
hear
okay, no,
you.
no. Oh no, okay. So we got the Masters going on. We got springtime, got playoff basketball. So I'm like, okay, well, like we
The
was talking about the
masters,
other day,
the
this ain't the
masters,
next,
the masters.
golfing.
I know, I know. We gotta
So
we gotta get fishing into this category and
we
somehow.
will, yeah,
I'm
we
gonna get
will.
it in here.
We gonna have to. I know. So I went with a couple different ones today. So my first one for you, Rope, is
Talk to me.
uh in the Masters, and we ain't even say in the Masters. Do you know any other golfer other than Tiger Woods?
My boy Nicholson, but I really just don't know him. I just know
And
his name.
Nicholson don't count because he like 80 years old, so he don't count.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know nobody.
That's what they call the quick hitters. You can't go no more than
I
about
know
10 seconds. It don't
nobody.
count.
Is it any black golfers on the scene?
Yeah, it's a few out there. I don't know about name. I ain't gonna say them act like I'm the go-to golf dude. But but I do like golf from the standpoint. I do like golf. Got my golf clubs and I enjoy
I
playing.
like golf too, man. Hey, eventually, me and you will have to take the joint to top
Yeah,
golf.
yeah, yeah. Oh no, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah. Okay, so my next one, what was my next? Where is it? Another way with all this, because they consider this kind of like the boring time, with the Masters golf and kind of playoff basketball not getting started and baseball starting all that stuff. When it's bored like this, what is your go-to TV show? Like the one, maybe having the background or something you just sit down and kind of watch just because ain't nothing else going on. What's your go-to TV show? I'm talking about rerun wise. I don't want nothing new. Something that you just go to and watch whenever ain't crap on and you just need something to watch.
Ridiculousness.
Oh man, huh? Good go-to, buddy. That's a good go-to because I watch that pretty frequently in the morning time until they get to gross me out on something stupid.
Man, they run them. They run them motherfuckers, and then they still sometimes seem like they new to me.
Yeah. That's a good go-to. I wouldn't.
It's
Me
either
with the
that or Big Bang Theory.
wow. I wouldn't have thought that. Wouldn't have thought that, bro.
Big
What?
Bang Theory, man. Big Bang Theory is like a peaceful right, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it was one point in time when me and my old lady had first started off, and I was working at this school called Rise Learning Center, and it was for kids with disabilities and shit. And this one kid was like, "Oh, I can't wait to go home and watch Big Bang Theory." And he kept saying that shit every day. And I was like, what the fuck is this he talking about? And so shit, I think the cable was off and motherfucker was just watching regular TV, bro. And I watched that shit and I watched it again. And it was just so, and then Lil Penny in that motherfucker was hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She was a
yeah,
hottie.
yeah. He was one of them ones. I can sit there. I can sit there and
But
stare at you for a little
it's a
while.
good show though.
Yeah,
It can put me to sleep without stress. I like to go to, my wife likes to watch bullshit to put you to sleep, man. Like
nah, I can't do that.
mystery. One time she was watching some shit, and this motherfucker said a motherfucker killed Tiffany and her husband. I said, motherfucker, that's you and me. It's a, and this was like some real true detective shit. I said, man, I don't like watching this bullshit before I go to bed.
Now
Or
I
this
can't
is
watch it before I go to bed, but I do
That's
like
all
criminal. Yeah,
mysteries and murders, man.
yeah, I
No.
like watching it, but I can't watch it before I go to bed. And I
Another
don't mind.
one, another one that I done got on is Seized at the Border.
Okay, I think I've seen that a couple times. I think I've seen it a
Should
few
be
times.
tripped out. Motherfuckers be coming through, dog, with
Oh, I know what you're
birds.
talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My wife watched that. I do know what you're talking about. She like
Man,
that stuff. Yeah, they be tripping.
motherfuckers be sticking it all in them and
Yeah,
everything.
I just boy, you just made me think about that. Okay, okay. So I gotta think about this one too. Were you I think I might have asked this one before, but were you a PlayStation or Xbox person back in the day? Which one?
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Okay, okay. All
I
right.
hate the
Oh,
Xbox.
now see, that's why I like to ask because if people be real extreme on they on their selection
Yeah.
on that.
Mo is an Xboxer. Die hard
See,
Xbox. That motherfucker bleed Xbox,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I got a lot of people like that. Like
Can't
I'll
stand it.
say it to the point where, like my wife, previous being like a real gamer back in the day, she would say that most people who like back in the day, Xbox was for entertainment and PlayStation was actually for the gamers. Like you did a lot more gaming on PlayStation. But anyway, I got another question for you, quick hitter. And like we in springtime, so we cutting grass and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Are you the lawn man or do you pay a lawn service because you
I'm a
just don't feel
lying
like doing?
man. I ain't paying no motherfucker cut my grass.
That's right. Me too. I am the same way. I got 3 boys. I'd be damned if I'm paying somebody to cut my
I
grass.
ain't let my son cut it because to me it's exercise.
I let him do the backyard. Like I let my kids do the backyard. I'm on that front.
It's all exercise. Them my steps. That's my
Yeah,
shit.
that's true. That's
If he
true.
wants to, if I just don't want to do it and I want it cut, or if I just want to sit here and say, hey, motherfucker, dig a hole and then fill that motherfucker in, that's when
Yeah.
I tell him.
Yeah.
But to me, outside, shit is peace as much as I can get, and then the motherfuckers come around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I
My
feel you.
son
I
really
do.
ain't no outdoorsman, man. I be trying to get him outside and shit. We played baseball. We played catch when he was younger, and that motherfucking ball hit him in the fucking face, dog. That motherfucker said,
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
I
that's the
said,
way
let me
my
get a softer ball.
yeah, I used to tell my son that he like, why you want the hey, man, just put the glove in front of your face. It only take one time. After you get hit in the face one time, you should know. Glove in front of face.
or you go say, I don't want to play this no more.
Yeah, man. I got my son to do that too. Yeah. For baseball, he definitely did that. Like I remember he was kind of the same way. But I'm like, bro, you play soccer. That's the same. I mean, like you can't even use your hands. What are you talking about?
You're gonna fall, you're gonna get hurt, bro.
Yeah, but hey, so okay, so I'm gonna give you another good. I want to hear this one. So right now, we got the Masters, we got the start of baseball, we got the start of basketball. We got betting and all that going on right now. People are enjoying the springtime. Which one out of those three you think people are betting the most? Baseball, the Masters, or playoff basketball coming up?
I would say baseball.
Good one. You are right. That is absolutely right. And Ro, before I looked that up, I thought it was actually going to be a
Basketball.
basketball. Yeah, I
No,
thought it
I'm
was
gonna tell
actually.
you why basketball has been on. I keep telling you, motherfuckers keep calling it rigged to where these motherfuckers ain't playing for like shit. You know what I'm saying? They not. They performance. In the next 5 years, women's basketball will be bigger than fucking NBA. Listen, then I'm saying it here first.
Mhm.
In the next 5 years, women's basketball is gonna be bigger than men's NBA because of the drive that they have and the performance level that they want to reach, the payment schedules and pay that they want to get to, and they want that. So it's just like they got to work harder to show that why the fuck y'all watching these men and we performing just as well. You see what I'm saying? The pay ratio is very off on, but they're playing harder, dude. They got a better fucking drive, man. These women do. And I didn't like that. I'm motherfucker say, because I didn't even, me and you talked about this too. We didn't even watch
Yeah, we didn't.
women's NBA, but I'm watching these chicks play and they playing with fire, dude. You know what I mean?
Well,
So I
I think
might.
the thing that's been changed, bro, is what you kind of how you just said it. You didn't really call it chicks playing. You just said sports. That's the difference, I think. Now it's not like girls basketball has just turned into sports, and that's the difference now. And and that's what's no, I won't say it's messing up the NBA, but that's what's the NBA is battling with is now the girls NBA is actually turning into sports. You ain't. It's not like a niche, like he's saying. Oh, did you actually see that girls game? No, it's sports. It's leading on the ESPN and all type of other stuff. So,
Well, these guys' egos have become so egotistical to where now fans is, hell, when you heckle these some bitches, now this has been going on in the league since the league has been. When motherfuckers heckle, now Kevin Durant cries every time someone calls him a name or some shit like that. Now they just want you to come watch this boring ass fucking sport. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what that should do is give you more fire to go out there and win, but you sitting there crying and about somebody calling you a bitch. Well, that's why you acting like one. Cause you should look over at that bitch and say, "I'm about to bust 40 tonight, ho." You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. I think you got partial on that one, but I mean, I
These
think,
motherfuckers are soft, dog. They soft. They can't. Words hurt them.
yeah, the league is different now. Definitely,
And then they
and
want
back
to
in the
be.
day,
They want to come in dressed up. Remember, AI used to come in motherfucking hoodies and shit,
and
ready to
Stern
play.
changed all that.
But
He was
now
like,
they want these motherfuckers to dress up to where the camera's following them. That only used to be really at playoffs, dog. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Or certain
And then
times.
and then on top of that, it was like you were required to wear a suit or a collar. It wasn't all this other, like, what the hell, bro? You go into a basketball game. Like, why do you have like like what's the dude that play in Washington? I can't remember his name. He played, but he didn't came with some stuff. Hey man, look, I get it. Everybody trying, but to your point, bro. Before I go to the next question, everything is turned to a brand now. Everything's a brand. Everybody trying to brand and people, like, when it comes to, just like you say, just actual
Hey,
basketball.
take it back to where cats used to come into the gym with a hoodie and them damn flip flops on because they knew they had to play. And I ain't coming in here with this 3-piece suit on. Your whole mind ain't even ready to play basketball.
Well,
You at a
I
fashion
don't
show.
I don't mind people coming in like when just what you just said. They play basketball. So if you want to come in a suit, you got a locker room, get you. I don't care about that. What my more thing is it shouldn't be a fashion statement. Like, you going to work, Rope, like just like going to work. Like, okay, Rope, you ain't gonna go in sweatpants and a sweatsuit. You gonna throw some khakis on and a sweatshirt because in a sweater or something nice because
I
you're
don't
going to
even
work.
like the cats that if you ain't playing, you should still be in uniform, not dressed up on the side.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I do agree with that. I'm gonna give one, look, I'm gonna throw one other out there just to throw you off. Something I don't like? Why do they let in baseball? Why they let the managers wear them damn uniforms? Why can't they have like a sweatsuit, man? You're a grown ass man in this big old baseball.
And you ain't running no bases.
Don't even look right. I'm like, why you can't give him a sweatsuit or something?
Tighter than a motherfucker. You out there just chewing gum.
I've always been like, why? Like, why you can't get
Hey, best question ever. Straight up.
Okay,
That's
my
the best
last question. My last
ever.
question, and we kind of actually went over this a little bit, but are you a Goodwill donation guy or do you just throw it in the trash?
Yeah, it all depends on how fast I'm trying to get rid of this shit. How fast am I trying to get rid of it? Hey, Mayo, because your kids grow out of clothes, dog. So you be packing them motherfuckers up in plastic bags and shit. And then you also try to find out if these little places like, you know, Once Upon a Child and all of this, and take the motherfucking old clothes, give you a penny. Hey, them motherfuckers ain't breaking you off a dime.
bro.
Hey, bro, I promise, motherfucker gave me shit. That shit was damn near all brand fucking new. They was like, nope, nope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Motherfuckers involved. But I mean, and to your point, just to mess with y'all for a second, I am definitely on the Goodwill side, but I do my Goodwill a little bit different, bro. Just so you know, I do Goodwill after dark. You wanna know why? Because anything after 7 o'clock, you take the Goodwill, they can't tell me no. So
You know why I don't like Goodwill? Because they sell my shit for a profit.
Hey, Rope, you hear what I'm saying?
That's
So
why
you
I
know,
don't like them.
hey, look, Rope. So you know that broke dresser that's been broke down in 19 pieces.
Yeah.
Goodwill can't tell me no after 7 o'clock when I drop that off. You can't tell me. No. I'm taking everything up there. Everything.
You say I need to call Goodwill, tell them come pick this bed up, huh?
Man, no, you don't. No, Rope. You don't do that. You just take it up there at 8 o'clock and let after 8 o'clock they got to deal with it in the
I'm
morning.
not taking that fucking bed. They gotta come get that big ass motherfucker.
Oh, so you got that? That's that professional queen size bed. That's the one don't nobody want to lift. I already know.
Motherfucking cigar.
Yeah, man, that's the last one I had, bro. So, but you know, like I said again, man, I am on the end of Goodwill. Probably don't like me. They might have a picture of me up there because I'm wrong. Anything after 8 o'clock, I don't even take Goodwill stuff to after 8 o'clock because I know they would tell me no for the stuff I take up there. I know they would, you know. But yeah, man, like I said again, y'all, we had fun on this one. Talked OJ,
good one.
Talked about the abortion, got a couple little quick hitter questions on there, man. Like I say, you know, if you like the show, subscribe, hit the like button, do all that good stuff. We coming on along. I know we ain't like everybody else. We ain't got all these crazy questions and guests and trying to entertain you with all type of stuff going in through the screen. We just talk.
They can kiss our ass,
and we do this like literally. This is what we do. I know everybody else say they just talk, but now we actually just start doing this because we just said forget it. We do this for 45 minutes on the phone, so we might as well just do this. So for everybody else, I don't know. Y'all might not be cool or don't know each other. I know this dude at least 20 years. So some of y'all y'all be doing podcasts. Y'all don't know the person, but yeah, man, enjoyed it. Like I say, people hit that like, subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let us know, man.
Hey, man, rest in peace, OJ.
OJ, rest in peace.
The juice.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even boy, that's crazy. But yeah, man, do your thing, bro. Have a good day, good nice Sunday today.
I am, man. Life is short, man. Enjoy every minute you can.
Heck yeah. Heck.